You little brat. When will you stop pretending to be such a good person? His father shouted, slamming his fist on the table. You drop off that crippled woman every day after work. You pay other people's bills. It's useless. His mother added coldly, We didn't raise you to be a pushover. A man should be strong, successful. Do you understand? The house fell silent. The young man lowered his head and said nothing. What they didn't know was that years later, the ones who would be kneeling in regret would be them. Daniel Cruz was 29 years old and worked at a customer service center in Chicago. Every evening after work, he walked his colleague Grace home. Grace had a disability in her leg from an old accident and relied on crutches to move around. Daniel never complained. He never hesitated. Behind his back, coworkers whispered, Look at Daniel playing the hero again. What a mama's boy. At home, the criticism was even harsher. You're not her caretaker, his father scolded. Focus on making money. One day, his parents gave him money and told him to invest in his career. Instead, Daniel gave it to a colleague who was about to be evicted. When his parents found out, they exploded. Daniel, you're a weak fool. Daniel lowered his head and quietly replied, Someone has to choose not to turn a blind eye. That night, he was thrown out of the house. 10 years passed. Daniel's father lost his factory job. His mother was diagnosed with a serious illness. Medical bills piled up. The mortgage became unbearable. Credit cards were maxed out. Savings vanished. Their home was days away from foreclosure. Then, one afternoon, a notification arrived from the bank. The remaining mortgage balance had been fully paid. They stood, frozen in disbelief. Moments later, the doorbell rang. When they opened the door, Daniel stood there, taller, confident, dressed in a sharp suit. Beside him stood Grace, still leaning on her crutches, her expression calm and strong. Mom, Dad, Daniel said gently, This is Grace, the colleague I always walked home. He paused. She's my fiancée. He continued. Over the years, Grace and I built a company together. We develop accessibility products for people with disabilities. We paid off your mortgage. His father's hands trembled. Why? He asked. After everything we did to you, why would you help us? Grace spoke softly but firmly. Because what you called weakness was the strength that kept me going. True strength isn't about